what's up, guys? Twintuitive 717 here. I am back with another reading. I hope you guys are doing incredibly well as always. I'm here to deliver some messages to the Divine Feminine Collective. We'll see what wants to come out for you, Divine Feminines, what guidance wants to assist you at this time. I feel like you are being cared for, looked after by the goddesses, and they just want to come out and speak to you. We have white Taurus energy, sensitivity. You are becoming increasingly sensitive, okay? So right now you guys are to avoid harsh relationships, environments, and situations. Even chemicals, guys. Like, don't be surprised if you guys might be saying to yourselves, like, by force, you are going to have to start using all natural cleaning products, things like that, because you're not going to be able to take the smell. And I'm also hearing for some of you, like, weird things are going to start happening to your skin. And it's going to be more of a remembering that you're a highly sensitive being and individual, okay? Environmentalism as well is very significant because I feel like many of you are earth babies, and a lot of you have something very significant to share about your journey when it comes to like your sensitivities towards things, okay? So you guys will know exactly what I mean by that. And maybe you've been stopping yourself from sharing this information, but I'm hearing from many of you to push forward because you are an earth baby. You're actually here to help Mother Earth by like paving the way when it comes to taking care of our physical vehicle, the vehicle that helps us along this path, okay? So a lot of you who really take pride in doing things very naturally and you think it's no big deal, you're being called to really share that and open up about it. I'm seeing a lot of vials and bottles, so maybe a lot of you may make natural products. This, like, the holiday season is a good time to share it because I see a lot of you, you like to either make candles or lip balms or natural creams, lotions, certain blends as well. Gift it to family and friends. Because what you're going to do is create an awareness about the way that we treat ourselves, okay? Many of you are becoming sensitive to the way that we treat ourselves. A lot of you are focused right now on healing relationships around you. So many of you could be isolating if you're in the divine feminine energy. And with Tara's energy, she will get you to question the quality of relationships in your life, okay? So don't be surprised if many of you may be experiencing even conflict at this time that helps you to cut ties or release or take space from certain relationships or individuals. And the environment as well, like if many of you have been hyper-focused or super focused on taking care of your home or your space, cleanliness is going to be a really big thing, okay? Because that is going to bring through a lot of that creative energy and flow that you've been needing. And many of you are starting to feel very sluggish or disorganized because your space, your environment around you, if your environment is cluttered, then your thoughts are going to be cluttered. So it may be a good time to get rid of things that are in your environment. You can't actually see it, because if it's making you feel sluggish, it's usually going to be hiding, like very dormant, where you can't see it. So get rid of, socks with holes in them, maybe clothes that don't fit you, clothes that when you put them on, you really just don't feel good in them anymore. It means that there's lingering energy there that really needs to get out of the house, okay? And this could definitely boil down, to things that we wear, okay? And things that we may not wear and that we've outgrown it and all of a sudden it's just still lingering around in our space. So many of you are becoming sensitive to things like that, and I feel like this message is going to be important because you may not realize that it boils down to even like the clutter, the things you keep around you, okay? And it's really important, guys, to move around the furniture in your home. So don't like stick to one design all the time. Allow energy to move freely. Don't block doorways. Make sure that you guys keep your windows clean. But yeah, it's like a reset energy that's coming here through for you, Divine Feminines. And I feel like, again, your energy itself is becoming very sensitive. And many of you can feel like, what the heck is going on? Like, I am just so, wanting to maybe isolate, or you're not wanting to leave your home or your house, or you just don't want to be around people. You prefer to be by yourself. It's all happening for a reason. It's to help you realize that you do have a gift. You have the gift of sensitivity, and you have the gift, and look at Tara's energy, right? So by you being very sensitive to the things around you, you're being prompted to live a very pure, clean, gentle, healthy lifestyle. And it's not easy for most people to do that, okay? Sometimes people can't go without certain things, but you're going to be forced to kind of, or not forced, but you're going to be pushed to go without these things like harsh chemicals, because it's really not good for us, okay? But many people might do it out of convenience, or it smells good, or it doesn't really like click that it's harmful to us, you know. But you, Divine Feminine, I feel like many of you are experiencing certain things, again, in your immediate environment that's, you know, really pushing you into like certain passions right now. Like a lot of you might feel like, holy shit, I'm becoming like a naturopath, or I'm becoming obsessed with just, you know, certain passions that were laying dormant within you, but it's becoming a passion because you're being forced to change the things around you, and by changing it, you're having a really good time doing that. Okay, so a really beautiful time for you, Divine Feminines. Okay, so let us get some more messages around sensitivity. Okay, what in your immediate environment needs to shift or change? Can we get some more insight on Green Tara's energy? What do you want the Divine Feminines to know about their environments? Okay, so you could be an earth sign, Divine Feminine, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and naturally being an earth sign, stability is very important to you. So you guys are naturally going to want to feel at home, okay? So this is an extra message to those of you, if you are experiencing things like clutter, you can't think at home, you can't create at home, it's very important for you, especially if you're an earth sign, to take care of your space. There's no procrastinating, there's no laziness around housework, okay? There's no laziness around decluttering and getting rid of things that don't resonate with you, or just you've outgrown it. Absolutely get on the job and get rid of it. Okay, so messages around being too sentimental about things, there's an energy attached to it that you need to cut, clear, or let go of. And then you'll feel a big shift in your home or your space when it comes to being happy, creating, feeling peace of mind. Okay, but I am seeing that Green Tara is definitely pushing you to clean up shop, and you'll see a big shift in your energy. Okay, so self-love, and then intentions. So many of you are being called, Divine Feminines, to start doing things with intention. Start creating the life that you want to live versus just staying stagnant in one type of energy, or I'm seeing not being able to get full control over your thoughts as well. So being able to dive deeper into that and doing things that are very physical and manual at this time. Okay, so if you can't clearly think right now, you might have to put extra effort into writing things down, okay? But it's a big time for you to love on yourself right now. A lot of you are very, very, very sensitive, okay? That's why you may be experiencing brain fog and confusion and no clear direction. It's time to get cracking on the things around you that are immediately going to help with that, okay? Clean the place, floors, trash out of the house, move around the furniture, and get rid of clutter, okay? So that is going to be part of your self-care routine. And I feel like a lot of you could find a lot of joy in documenting a lot of this, because you are receiving a lot of channeled messages at this time about your journey and the things that really make you happy. Okay, we also have guarded and vulnerability right now. Your union as well, like your twin flame journey, some kind of deep romantic connection could be affecting a lot of the sensitivity going on. It's like ever since you've met this person, you could feel as though you're experiencing shifts yourself. A lot of you could be in this lack or doubt energy. It's the stuff around you, okay? And also too, with earth signs remind us to get out in nature, okay? That's the stuff that's going to take effort, my Divine Feminines. You're going to actually have to boot up, lace up them boots, and get outside. So go near a body of water. It could be running water, a stream, a lake. If you live near the ocean, God bless you. You are so lucky. Do it, okay? But honestly, really and truly, just getting out of the city a little bit. It could be just taking a drive or a hike. it really does do a lot to help you refresh and replenish your energy. And I'm also seeing too, for those of you who have been feeling extra sensitive to scents, okay, maybe you have been using a lot of chemicals or dish soap or cleaners, and for some reason every time you do, you trigger headaches and things like that. I'm hearing to do like a saline wash. Okay, so that should significantly help with some of your symptoms. Of course, go see a doctor, guys, if you're really, suffering. But a saline wash might help. But yeah, I do feel like a lot of you are going through some kind of major transformation that's about to bring you a lot of peace. But if a lot of you have been feeling like, why am I going through all of this? Is it a result of maybe, for a lot of you, this whole experience, this journey? But the universe is saying, no, actually, that meeting this person, doesn't only awaken you to the romance and the love and the telepathy and all of that stuff. With them, it opens you up to your own spiritual gifts as well, what you're meant to do as a healer. So a lot of you have, maybe been spending a lot of time in this energy. If you want to get out of it, simple way, look around you. Okay, get busy, change stuff around, get rid of old furniture. If something just doesn't look right in the house, change it. Maybe redecorate as well. Take down some of your old pieces, put it away in storage, and maybe, mix some of your old pieces with some new pieces that you pick up at the, department store. Thrifting is a really fun activity too as well that I absolutely just love. Shopping for vintage pieces. Do things like that, guys, and bring new energy into your space. And if you guys are thrifting, don't forget to cleanse your stuff before you bring it into your home. Black salt is really good. But otherwise, yeah, this is some messages that wanted to come through for the Divine Feminines, and I just thought that I would share it and really hope that it finds who it needs to at this time as like a confirmation of why you've been going through some of these things and how I may be able to help with that, okay? It's no accident that you're becoming more sensitive, and it's like ever since this whole twin flame journey, things have been getting funny. So, yeah, protect yourself. And again, the goddesses are just here to let you know, like, you're not going to be in this energy for very long, but it's happening because you are becoming more sensitive to the things around you. So don't be scared, because I feel like some of you could feel like certain people are falling away from your life. Maybe some of you are being forced out of, like, your jobs. Some of you could be forced out of, like, your living area or your living situation, and the universe is asking you to not look at it as a bad thing right now. So if you actually shift your energy in this moment and welcome the changes ahead, you might get that call back for that job sooner than you expected. You might get that call back for that, apartment or that area that you wanted to live in, and things just magically work out, because I feel like a lot of you are becoming extra sensitive, and you know that you're becoming extra sensitive. But because you're feeling this energy, a lot of your spiritual gifts are, just kind of suffering because of it. So the universe is stepping in now. And even though the universe usually steps in when it feels like we're experiencing some kind of loss, okay? But if you are able to take a hit while you're down, if something shitty happens, just be like, all right, cool. I look forward to what is coming next, because it's not going to get worse, right? It's not going to get worse. So be optimistic, open up your arms to receive something more that's coming, because that other environment that you were in, that relationship that you were in, that job that you were at, that living situation that you were in, the universe was seeing something that you weren't seeing. You were feeling tired, not satisfied. You felt like you were fighting for your life, and your energy says it all. You're just not happy. When you wake up, you don't bounce out of bed. You dread getting up, and the universe is like, absolutely not. Okay, these goddesses are like, hell no. We need her gifts. We need to replenish her, get her out of there, and let's step in. It's time to step in and put her where she needs to be. Okay, she tried her best. Let's step in. I feel that strongly from Goddess Mawu's energy. Like, let's step in. All right. If you guys watched Captain Planet when you were kids, that's Gaia right there. Okay. And she's sending in the Planeteers to assist you. Okay. Some of you have very strong guides who, they're going to help you remember a lot of why it is you do what you do, in terms of like isolating and the sensitivities and not being able to ever, mingle too close to people, and they're going to help you make peace of it. Okay? All right, Divine Feminines, that is the message. I love you guys, and if you guys would like to dig deeper for a personal session and connect with me or even learn more about your sensitivities, you can reach me over at Hipsy. I love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next reading, okay? Take care, guys. Bye.